Okay, we're back. So talking about the GROW formula again. So again, we have goal, reality, options, and will. So we talked at length about the G, the goal, where you want to go. Well, now again, getting back to survival travel again, right? We know where we're going. Now we have to know where we are. So that's reality. Now what I want to talk about, I'm going to do a little aside, a little story here. I'm actually in Denver, Colorado at the moment, teaching at a seminar. And one of the people in the seminar, because I covered this topic, was asking me, well, when I'm dealing with R, when the R, remember now, is reality, when I'm dealing with the reality, should I just talk about the good things that are going on, you know, that my business is picking up and look at all the positive sides? Or should I, and I could tell there was some trepidation in her voice, or should I look at the negative things too, that, you know, that I'm going through, you know, a personal bankruptcy and this thing is happening and whatnot? And my answer was pretty straightforward. Absolutely. See, you got to look at the balance sheet of your life. If you're talking about dealing things from an emotional perspective, look at your emotional balance sheet. Are you happier now or less happy now than you were? Are you moving towards more happiness or moving towards more sadness? Now, I know it seems like a strange thing to say, hey, an emotional balance sheet. I mean, maybe I should, I don't know, maybe I'll look out and see if the domain name is available, emotionalbalancesheet.com, who knows. But the idea here is you want to look at your life on a few different levels. One of the ones you're going to want to look at for most people, especially, you know, in any kind of marketing you know, area, is going to be finances. So look at your finances. What is your debt? What is your net worth? What kind of bills are you paying right now? Then you're going to want to look at your personal life. Hey, what are my relationships like? Am I happy with the way that I spend my time? Am I happy with the way that I spend where I'm working? That would be kind of a personal side. Then the professional. Am I doing something that makes me fulfilled? Do I feel good about myself and the job that I do? Am I making a contribution that, you know, is this something that I would see myself doing long term, or am I simply just putting in the hours to get a paycheck? These are the kind of questions you're going to want to ask yourself. When you honestly sit down and really, really, truly look at where you are, you might be surprised at what you see. You might find that some of the things that you thought were terrible aren't so bad, and you might find that some of the things that you thought aren't so bad, really in the grand scheme of where you want to go, are pretty terrible. So, you know, I don't say that to be depressing. I say that, again, in reality, to be realistic. So if you want to get to this goal, whatever it was you laid out for yourself, you have to understand where you are. I talked about it at length when we looked at survival travel. See, if you're anywhere in the world, but you don't know where you are, and yet you want to get to Las Vegas, but you don't know where you are, I drop you off in the jungle somewhere, you'll never get to Las Vegas, because you don't know what direction to go to. Even if you know exactly what the coordinates are for Las Vegas, if you don't know the coordinates for where you are, then you're in trouble. So when you sit down and look at the reality, don't just look at the negative things, don't just look at the positive things, look at the entire picture of where you are. Make an accurate judgment, go through the checklists, emotional, psychological, physical, financial, professional. Look at all those things in your life. Make a list of where you really, truly believe you are at that moment, and then you can make a plan to move forward. So with that, that is the R in the GROW formula. That is reality. And the next time we get together, we're going to talk about options. So with that, go through your reality, make a little list, take some action on it, and hey, get busy.